To Shadow Era World Championships 2016 European Regionals. Today with me I've got my friend and nemesis BP Ross.
Hello, hello.
Right, so if you can hear that clearly, then we're in business. So if anybody's watching right now, in fact what I can do is just watch the stream myself and see if you sound okay on it. We'll get a lovely echo. So if I say echo now, then it'll show up in a second. I've unmuted it. Let's see. We're in business, so if anybody's watching right now, in fact what I can do is just watch the stream myself and see if you sound okay. See, that was me saying that, but I need you to say something and see if you sound alright, so you say something now. No, you're not allowed to laugh. Laughter's not allowed on this stream. Must be deadly serious.
We're gonna be like 100% straight face.
Okay, we'll see how that comes out. See if you sound okay. See, that was me saying that, but I need you to say something and see if you sound alright. So you say something now. No, you're not allowed to laugh. There, I think that worked. That worked. Brilliant. Echo, echo, echo. Lovely. Earth to echo. So this is cool. We're going to be able to start very soon then. 2 minutes. Sisyphos is here.
Sisyphos turned up, yeah.
Sisyphos is here, so we just need Mr. Strigger, and he's here. So everyone in Telegram's there. Yabba dabba doo. I think we can get this show on the road. So if I go,
you are so excited.
Yeah, we get this show on the road. So I can hit start the tournament now, because everybody's here. Boom. There we go. Please read rules, I guess, about telling them. Please read the rules, guys. Look, there's a bunch of this stuff. All I'll paste it from. Alright, there we go. And I will just get the can you see the bracket there? Can you see who we might want to watch in our first game? So I'm just going to paste the matchups. So round 1. Boom. There we go. There's round 1 for everybody. And the guys who aren't in there in Telegram, 4 spots for Europe, in case people were wondering. So anyway, people on the stream, you've seen a little insight into how I run an event. But hopefully we can actually commentate on some in a minute once they get rolling. So if we pick one and I have to do... Hello? Yeah?
Sorry, I just...
Yeah, if we...
Hello?
Hello? If we pick one and I start it up, you can commentate it on it even if I'm not focused.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure who to pick.
Oh, right, yeah, well, I don't know if they've started yet.
Yeah.
Just see what's going on in the chat. Right.
See. Fenelon, who's going to create a game.
Well, I suppose we should just dive in then. So if we pick one that started, then yeah, there's a bunch waiting, aren't there? Yeah, there's Fenelon, Maxi. What about Maxi? Eh, he's pretty.
Maxi might be good.
Yeah, should we have a look at Maxi? It's going to be Maxi versus Strigger. Yeah. It's a BP face-off, right? And it'll be a BP commentator, you. And so you can mostly commentate on it, I think. And once all the matches are in progress, then I can join you. So they're all there's 5 waiting at the moment. You only had 5 hours sleep?
Yeah, I was up till about 4 o'clock last night. I don't know why. Usually I'm in bed by about 12.
It's easy to get into that habit, isn't it? Look at all these waiting games. Well, X-Lin has started, and that is a Serena versus Lance, but we will definitely do Maxi once he starts. He started yet? He's still waiting, as far as I can see. Still waiting.
People take so long to join their games.
Yeah, people. Maybe they're changing their decks. They're thinking, oh, I've got that person. Right, I'll make a last-minute deck decision. Don't do that, because you know.
Is there anybody else that started yet? Or?
Oh, we gotta wait for Maxi now. We've waited for him all this time now.
Okay.
Oh,
it disappeared.
Disappeared? That's no good.
Yeah.
Striga isn't keen to join, I guess. Max is given up. It's like, nah, concede. Well, is there another tasty one? There's a QWERTY versus a Serenal.
In the guild chat now. Striga is going to be another 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, we might want to pick a different one there. What about this Lord Wayne versus Gibo? Praxix versus Garth. What do you think?
That sounds good to me.
Alright, so we'll click on it now then. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the screen just refreshed. Go. Alright, we'll get on that one.
Mm.
Check that out.
Cool.
Right, we're in. It's rolling. We've got a Praxix. And we've got a Garth. And getting some cards. Talk us through this matchup then, Ross.
I want to say the advantage is on Praxix to begin with. I mean, when you think about it, Garth tends to be the more control-y deck. And Praxix is just going to be discarding everything.
Yep, he's lost Eternal Renewal from the start. So this is one that's probably a full mill kind of approach. It's like 60-ish cards as well. And there's Eternal Renewal in there. I'm going to mute myself for a second and hide my face off the screen while I make sure that all these other games are started. So I'll just leave you to commentate on this one then, okay?
No worries at all.
Okie dokie.
I can talk
I'm here. I'm here.
Hey.
You did good there, mate. You did great. And we've almost got all the other games in progress now. There's one, Ermel Sylphion. Let's watch him, right? Because that's just started now. Okay?
Right, okay, cool.
Ready, boom. Let's click on that. So that is...
Where?
It's a Gravebone.
He won.
Is it?
Interesting.
No, one's a Banebow, isn't it?
Yeah, Gravebone and Banebow.
Okie
Interesting
dokie.
to see Gravebone in a tournament like this.
Alright, I'm going to mute myself again just to try and finish these other bits off. You take it over.
Puts him in a nice board position now.
So I've just realised, I think you are coming in through my microphone. So when I mute it, I think it might mute you. So I'm just going to not talk instead, but leave my microphone on. Sorry, Ross, if anybody's missed you. I've put a question on the stream about it, whether anybody could hear you before. We'll see. If you keep talking now, it should come through.
Alright, cool. So we got Gravebone now, who is well and truly on his way. We just 7 damage coming across now. Charred Call of the Damned. That's a nice card to see. Not many people playing that. It's interesting to see Gravebone in a tournament like this. I wouldn't have thought somebody would have even thought about Gravebone. This is nice, huh? Gravebone is happy about this. Bingo not so much. There's not a Gloth. That means Bingo is now going to have to work, correct? Because it's going to grow big. See those 2 allies back in a blaze. What's he going to do? Get rid of our Gloth. Anything he attacks into it with is just going to die anyway. Just going to give it more attack and health. You have to think very carefully about it. If that goes unchecked, then it's just going to get out of hand quite quickly. It looks like he's just deciding to go first here, which is an interesting route to take. Brings the big board down to 8. I guess no matter what he kills here, unless he kills more than one ally, Rainbow is facing a lethal threat. So we'll see now. You can kill one with Orgloth's ability and obviously attack him with Orgloth. Just in case of what he's got in his hand. You could see that Orgloth do the damage here anyway. So Orgloth will kill the Cold Shifter. He's probably going to attack into Forgotten Horror, I'd imagine. He's played a Murderous Havoc. That Orgloth is huge. Wow. It looks like Gravebone took it. Undead Gravebone. God, that's so confusing.
Gravebone took it, eh? Ermel.
Yeah.
Undead Gravebone. You would think that would make the most sense, wouldn't you? We don't see much.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to go to somebody and say, yeah, I'm going to take Gravebone to the World Championship Regionals.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people would sort of laugh you out the door.
People would say that's not fair. You're not allowed to compete, Gondorian. You're too good. But after they got over that part, I said, I'll use an out. Don't worry, I'll get away with it. Then they might say, yeah, Gravebone. That's people won't expect it. Maybe they wouldn't put enough stuff in to deal with his ongoing ally resurrection. Maybe that's it. So that would be the plan.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the best call for a certain meta is just to play something that nobody's expecting.
Yep, that could be it. So, yeah, Dark Claw or something. I don't know if we'll see a Dark Claw. Hey, Satanatus is playing Sisyphos now in a battle of the mages.
Are we going to jump on this one?
Yeah, Lois versus Aladwin. Let's have a look at this. I'm going to go quiet again, though, because I'm just going to check these other games have started. There's a couple left.
So, Aladwin had the first turn. Didn't have the Christopher Wilde. The possibility that the Aladwin is more of a freeze mage style thing. Usually, you would have seen something by now from Aladwin if it was a typical rock mage. Lowest just seems like a classic lowest rush we always see. There's a fireball from Aladwin. Let's knock onto the face. That tells me it's either more of a sort of control-y, stall-y type mage, or Sisyphos is just worried that he's going to get swarmed too early. Or he had a bad draw to begin with. See the lightning strike now. That's got to the face. I'm not dealt with Aldon. So the rest has got Priest of the Light and Aldon in play. Aladwin could be working towards just a supernova or something, just trying to burn him out. Would be an interesting line to take. Sometimes the best line to take in a match like this, because we'll just go back and forth. You kind of take the board from each other. Really, all you want to be doing is winning. These decks can run out of steam rather quickly. Another priest of the light door for lowest. Lowest is in the good spot, yeah. Aldwen hasn't managed to get to yet. She has a Visca now. Visca for Sisyphos. Aldon is still there on 1 health though. I would have thought it would have made more sense to kill the Aldon first. Visca gets exiled. Lois is really putting in the work now. Another Visca for Eladwen. Takes out Aldon. And she doesn't have to use the ability. 1 card in hand versus 3. If Lois does a supernova, he wins here. That's as simple as it gets. Aldon and they are in Spectrus. Satanitis is calling GG. And there's the supernova. Job done.
Job done. Who won?
Lowest. Satanitis. One with Lowest against Sisyphos.
World Championship 2014 winner. Alright, well, Otto's just started against Samu to death. It's a Victor.
This one was 5 minutes ago.
No, but it was waiting for like 4 minutes to start. So,
right.
If we click on that, we'll check these guys out.
What we got? Lance versus Amber. Wow.
Victor.
The deck side of Lance.
Victor Amber. Victor. It's a big fat Victor, baby.
Interesting to see what kind of deck this one is. That's what I like to see. I like to see World Championships with decks I don't really usually see play. I mean, hero-wise, it's the usual stuff, but you don't often see a Victor with 70-odd cards. He's off to a good start. Champ of Era into Alban, that's okay.
Well, I think we saw a Fat Victor in 3.15, but he's lost a few tricks that make it less viable.
We'll say Ambit hurts Victor since it's been changed because he can no longer do the turn 3 Zaylan Crusader Hunter's Gambit thing. But I mean, we saw a decent Victor yesterday with Catalina and a Templar Victor. And that was a good one. So maybe this one is something different again, something better. Amber just comes in and kills the Champ of Egram. Does she have anything to play for 2cc?
Well, I was just trying to entice people to stay on because if you lose 2 rounds, you can't qualify. But what you can do is get better prizes if you keep playing because there's prize packs and so on. So it's worth carrying on. In case anybody goes, oh, I've lost one, now I'll go. No, don't leave after 1. Sheesh. I mean, this is Swiss, so don't leave after 1. But some people have done that before, though. So
yeah,
like, lost, rage quit.
That undefeated title, so they don't want to play anymore. So this Lance is getting quite aggressive now. It's just smashing in. Not really worried about Jeweler's Dream. So the Amber's already down to 13 health. I keep calling it Lance, it's Victor. I don't know why I'm getting them confused.
Nor me, man.
Maybe lack of sleep.
Yeah.
Either way, Amber is on the back foot. takes out Aldon. I mean, when you look at cards in hand, Amber does have the advantage. But in Messenger is going to ship a card back. Yeah, it's this Victor's just super aggressive. So what I'm going to do now. Kill off the fleet-footed messenger. Probably. You'll probably see that. We're going to play. So Aldon comes down. Spirit Warden, for whatever reason, is going to get rid of some stuff from the graveyard. I guess allies, so I guess there's no reason not to. It's a free ability. It may be relevant. There's a roll flail for Amber. Can Amber bring it back? Victor on 2 cards in hand. 1 card in hand now with a Visca. He's just flying straight in. He is going for the juggler. Amber's going to buff the wall flail probably. That's the first thing we're going to see. Take care of that Visca. Kind of like Amber's position here, especially if Otto's running in rage or something. Get back up to 15 health and all of a sudden it doesn't seem so scary. She's going to...
Amber's on 5 health? Wow, I've missed some carnage by the look of things.
I don't like that play by Otto. That was weird. So he retreated Visca, which has haste.
Right.
4 health.
Then he's played Brax.
He could have just... I suppose, yeah. I think it would have been better to just straight up kill the Visca.
Right.
With the wall flail, but I guess he's trying to get that damage and try and close the game faster than Victor can finish it. But Amber's on a clock now. Any damage at all, even one from Chris, is relevant because she's taking one from Blood Frenzy every turn as well. So it's... I guess, yeah, Otto was just trying to close the game. Got 10 damage here. Another 5 damage, and he can win. What can he do with 5 damage? Or rather, how could he do 5 damage? Visca. And 2 Christophers, maybe? That's not impossible. No, Visca and even 1 Chris would do it because he's got Aldon, hasn't he?
Oh, did Aldon get bounced?
No, Aldon's still on the board.
Oh, we're talking about Otto now.
Yeah, just wondering if he can pull the 15 damage they need.
Oh, right. Yeah, he needs 9 now, yeah. On this screen.
Well, Victor's on 5.
Yep.
What does he do here? Who do you think is going to win this one? This is interesting because our Brax...
Well, if Victor doesn't do something now, then he's got to be gone. He's got no way of dealing with all of those. Use his ability. What's he going to yank out of the pile? Gambit, okay, but kills that. What can he find now that he can spend 4 on?
Damage.
Oh, he's hasted a messenger. But...
1.
Frying pan for the win.
Wow.
No.
Okay, so Otto managed to clinch it then on 1 health. That was a ride. That was Jesus.
Well done, Otto. So Otto took the first one. I've got a result coming from Fenelon 121, so I'll log that. What game do you fancy checking out next?
What have we got?
Ideally one that just started, if there is such a one.
Yeah.
Strigger. Strigger and Maxi is a mirror. Do we want a mirror?
No.
What about 5RC Segundo Baduru versus DA Arno Dori?
Are they even in the bracket? I haven't seen those names.
Yeah, they are in it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's watch those then.
Have a look at Baduru.
Yeah.
We'll have to catch up a little bit. And we'll be in sync. So, there you go. I just noticed, it shows that you're watching. I think Ross is watching. Then I realise it's the commentators. That's good. That's good. I can tell we're in sync. That's perfect. It's newfangled technology. It's all good.
Right, Baduru versus Amber. Amber's showing up a lot recently as well. People forgot about it for a while, and the builds that we're seeing are not a typical sort of Amber build. I mean, you've got the usual weapons and stuff, but when you look at this one now, Darklight Apprentice. What does Amber do with Darklight Apprentice?
Buffs her weapons regularly, or uses something like Ogmore Conduit, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. This is Woven Baduru, still using the Tactician, even though everybody was like, no, Tactician's now a dead card for Baduru. We've killed off another deck. Retreat's gonna deal with that. Oh, it looks like we got... Is the game over? Because it looks like they disconnected.
Oh, sometimes people just lose a connection and it reconnects. There we go. Rejoined.
So this is looking more and more like RD Baduru, which is interesting. Because when the Tactician got nerfed, everybody was like, yeah, that's dead. And look at it. 28 place 17, Amber is in a very difficult spot. Jeweler's Dream comes down, can kill off the Predator. And then do nothing. Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing as well about Jeweler's Dream. It's such a good weapon when you have something to play after. If not, it's just a weapon with 3 attack. And it's kind of underwhelming. Amber goes down to 13. Facing down 7 damage on board. It's a 2-turn clock for Amber. Can it do what it needs to? So that Woven Tactician is just a vanilla 4-4 now because Baduru has a weapon out. Is it going to be enough though? Amber can deal with the Tactician. Smash and blow. Okay, interesting. Amber electing to take 4 for the face and keep an ally on board, as opposed to doing it the other way around, preserving life a bit. Right, playing 25. Ooh, what is Baduru gonna do? Woven Traitor and a Woven Scout. Just got a quick glimpse of Amber's hand there, which was Chieftain, Artisan, and location. I can't remember what location it was. What locations do people run with, like, Almor? Delete the center. Make sure that the Wolven Scout cannot attack with effect. That's going to be relevant. I mean, if that Almor Chieftain comes down, this could be a very different game. Amber's got to do something fast. If the Chieftain comes down, everything gets +1/+1. Alright. Soul Seeker for Baduru is playing it out. He's going for it now. He's just gonna close it out. So Amber has to deal with everything and a weapon. So Smash Blow is very necessary.
Hey, so the good news is that Chief Cold showed up, so we've actually got no missing people. Everybody's playing. All 30, yes. Okay, he was late, but he's very new to tournaments and wasn't on Telegram, so got to give some allowances for the sake of including new people. We don't want the same gang all the time. We end up with, you know, scraping the barrel for commentary. So we want new blood. Oldmore, eh? Oh, this is good. Oldmore Artisan. Oh, and a trading post, but he's on 3 health.
Yeah, I don't think Amber can win. Yeah.
He looked good until I saw the 3 health. We never know. It might go different in the next game.
I was trying. Amber is trying. Smashing blow. Okay. Attack with Jeweler's Dream now. I would have attacked with the Jeweler's Dream and then got the Chieftain out, which we've seen is in Amber's hand. It might not be, but it was when Woven Scout was out. It still is out, but when we saw the hand there. Can Amber do this in 3 turns? Yeah, the Almor Chieftain's still there. So if the Almor Chieftain comes down, that's 3, 6, 8. Nah, Badur's got a weapon. I thought we were going to see another dramatic comeback from Amber then.
But no. Not that time. Right, well, let's see what else has showed up then. There's a Trigoletto playing an Amigo. That's a Zaladar versus, that's an all-elemental affair.
Threbin.
Threbin
versus Garth.
Go on then. Yeah, let's try that then.
So this could be one of 2 ways. It could either be 2 very, very grindy control decks, or we could have the sort of aggressive Templar, high damage output Threbin, which it looks like it might be. There's scriptures on turn 2. Garth plays Skilled Ironmonger. Garth, again, a lot of people playing these sort of bigger decks, myself included yesterday. I think I ran like 52 cards in my deck yesterday, so maybe Shadowy is just slowly gravitating towards bigger decks.
Yeah, well, we're trying to put in the idea there with 50 card minimum for people to try. I think that will leave us more room to add new kind of aggro cards without ruining the game. Just 40 card aggro. I think there's so much redundancy available now. If we had any more, you'll just know you're always going to get a turn 2 decent ally, turn 3 decent ally. Just the probabilities get so good.
That's the trouble with 40 cards. Aggressive decks rely on, sort of turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, playing essentially their best cards in their deck on those turns. It's relatively easy for them to do because the consistency in 40 cards.
I tend to go bigger just because I don't know what to cut. And also, like, you put in all the stuff that you think is key, you think 4 of that, 4 of that, 4 of that, and you've got no room for any kind of tech. And then, in a tournament like this, there could be something stuck there on the board all game that you just haven't put anything in to deal with. So, going a few above 40, put in some key things like Vermin or Sorcerer or Leyline Nexus or Leyarian Diplomat, those kind of things. I've seen them really pay off over the past couple of regionals, cards like that. Otherwise, some would be screwed.
Yeah. I was a similar sort of thing to you with that. Like, by the time I've put what I think my deck needs, it's already like 45 cards. And I'm like, well, I may as well have a few more, I mean, I was playing Poor Quality yesterday. I had a copy of that in my deck. That put in some work.
Yeah, I saw that on. I can't remember what you played it on now, but maybe it was against Hunter.
I put it in because that's what I put it in for. It turned out being the most useful against was it Leviosa Blade and his Boris.
Yeah.
And he was playing Dragon Tooth. And of course, you put Poor Quality on Dragon Tooth, it's just a deck card until he gets another one. And those types of decks only play like perhaps 2 copies of it. So that's Poor Quality, which usually would never see play. So I put the work in yesterday, and that was sort of the fun part about it. Seeing cards like that is what interests me. I mean, we all know what the good cards are and the good decks are. But when you see a deck that's playing something, or a card that's doing a lot of work, when usually people just look at it and go, oh, it's a terrible card or whatever, that's where the excitement comes from. Garth has got the board here very nicely, though. Madeline Scepter. That's an interesting card. Only really sees play in Threading, though. I've seen him play in some Zana decks and the occasional Jericho deck. Used to use it back when Embers of the Just was a thing. There was like sort of a alternate win-con / board control tool. But it's a nice card nonetheless. Priest of the Light is not going to die this turn because of Stop Thief. He's got another Visca. Got this Relentless from Garth. You'd expect Garth to be the more grindy of the two. But again, people seem to be playing Garth a bit differently these days.
Well, Garth can work in a few different ways. You could be really aggressive Garth, or you could play a more slow, control-y Garth. This is a fat Garth.
But it's a fatter Garth, but it seems to be the aggressor in this game, which is usually you don't see a fat Garth doing that. It's interesting. I'm wondering why Threading is on such a back foot, because you'd expect the amount of control tools that the priest has, Zealous Hymn, Banish, Tidal Wave, you'd expect Threading to at least be doing something by now. Perhaps he's just waiting to flip that switch. Breaker for Garth. Garth is not letting up. Just a Caralissa and a Spirit of Devotion. Nice, nice attachment from Templars. Is Spirit of Devotion the one that works without Templars but is better with Templars?
Spirit of Devotion, it gives you 1 card draw if it dies, but if you've got a Twilight or a Templar, you get 2 card draw.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. 2 cards if it's a Twilight or Templar. I'm just hovering over it now. So the thing about Rangello and his brother Rex, or whatever his name is, Recho, they play slow. They think a lot, and they can do that in round 1. But I'm on to them now. I forgot about them from last year. They need to play faster. Taking 30 seconds to decide what to sacrifice and having turns that last longer than a minute, even when you don't do much on those turns, is too long. I will try and get the chess clock properly working for the grand finals, so I've heard it doesn't work properly, which would then mean that we could deal with stuff like this rather than have to make. Rangello said he was disqualified last year. Is he watching the stream while he's playing?
He might be.
Don't know what he's referring to.
No, he said he won last year. How do you get those glowing cards? I'm assuming his opponent was on about the card sleeves or something.
Oh, right. He was DQ'd for something. Maybe he changed his deck. So he's not referring to the stream necessarily. I don't think we didn't DQ anybody for slow play, but Grand Finals is 32 player Swiss, so we can have people dragging it out.
I think slow play is one of those ones where, I mean, you gotta. It's annoying. It's annoying because sometimes people genuinely have a reason to play slow. I mean, when it comes into the sort of the real tough part of a game, even the sacrifice step can be a big choice.
Yeah, but maybe not every turn.
It's just one of those ones where people will always have something to argue against it. They'll always be able to say, "Oh no, I was this, that, the other," and it sort of just becomes very frustrating for everybody involved. I think
you just got to pick a reasonable length of time, and then say if you take longer than reasonable, tough luck. And that's how we would set the chess clock. So we could say 30 minutes of turn time on a game. That's very reasonable. So I'm sure that in one of the games yesterday, Reccio took longer than that on all his turns. His opponent was taking like 10 seconds a turn, and he was taking over a minute each time.
Yeah.
So we can put things in the game to try and help that. I could complain about it, which I'm doing now, but we should take positive steps. We added the chess clock, but funnily enough, it was him that told me the chess clock didn't work, so we didn't use it. I'm not suggesting he talked me out of using it, but
I haven't actually had the chance to use the chess clock yet. I've had a chance to play 50 cards and mulligans a little bit in some custom games, which I like, being a control player. I like to have a bigger deck, and I like to not be just dead from turn 3, because the aggro player had the best start. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to play with that chess clock at all. Tidal Wave for Prebin, but he's just going to die at the Actal Breaker anyway. So it looks like Garth has done it.
Garth has got it, yes, he has. Was this a decider?
Not sure. Could be.
Brunix beat somebody. Chief Cold. Chief Cold, yeah.
Wow. There's so many. Is that the Grave Bow? Or is that Bane Bow, the icon there next to?
Who? What?
That's Gravebone.
Nibrunix used Gravebone. Yeah, he beat Majaya.
So we've got 2 Gravebones now that have won.
Yeah, it looks like this Memesys one. It must have been 1-1. I really hope
Alright.
it wasn't like the first game. Because that would be bad. Where's the first one? I really hope that wasn't the first one. I'll just do a quick search on that. I can search the logs to see. DA Memesys. No, this is going to be the decider. So let's check that out then. Let's see the decider of this one. So it was 1-1.
1-1. So Threbbin did actually manage to beat Garth. Is this the last game for round 1, or do you have more games?
I think it might be the end. See, I'll try and check out some other results and see.
Let's see. Is Garth going to play something on turn 2? Or would Garth be playing on turn 2? It's taking a lot of time. Guess this is what you were saying about the slow playing thing.
Yeah.
This does seem like a lot of time for turn 2 sacrifice.
Looks like Shadow Man's finished.
Shadow Man. Was he supposed to be playing yesterday?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
He had a family thing come up.
Alright. This game is taking a long time, and we're only on turn 3 now. Both players seemed to be thinking very hard about what they're doing. Garth was playing. Yeah, I mean, either I've got a very slow internet connection, or these guys are taking a good while to think about each sacrifice.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to say that.
So we've got a smite that takes down the Night Owl. Garth is going to draw a card on that.
Log the Shadow Man result.
What's Garth's going to do now? He's going to think very hard about what he's going to sacrifice. Oh, dear. Lots of people join in to see the spectacle of Garth versus Threbbin. Garth plays another Night Owl.
Well,
I'm gonna live.
Maybe they can all chime in on whether they think these guys are too slow, not know what they're watching. Are they taking too long to think? Rangello, I think, is going faster than his brother. So that's something.
Possible. Yeah. Memesys seems to have picked up the pace a little bit now.
Yeah.
But Angelo is just, I don't know, perhaps he's just got a handful of really good cards, you know, doesn't want to get rid of any of them. Or perhaps he's like Rain Man and calculating every single possible outcome in his head.
Could be, could be.
What?
Segundo 1-2-1. Let's log that. Segundo 2-1.
So he played nothing for his turn 5. No ill-gotten gains or anything for Goth. Threbbin.
So the guy who turned up 30 minutes late, he's already finished. I'm waiting on these guys to finish. So
Wow.
I'm glad I let him take part.
Okay, Garth now 6 resources. Visca comes down. Pops his ability. Get rid of that just color. So he doesn't want that there. Doesn't want that Rod of Smiting to come down and do like 5 damage a turn with Threbbin's ability. Or no, it's even more with just Carlisser. Garth now looks like he has the upper hand. Muses plays the Rod of Smiting anyway. Pops his ability, says he doesn't care, he's going in for 4. He's going to get our damage up. And now what is Garth going to do? Anarchic Looting. That's a card that used to see a lot of play, but doesn't anymore. I think people prefer just sort of Stop Thief and that sort of thing. So the thing for Threbbin with Spirit of Devotion, is he going to discard that card to take out Visca, or is he just going to run straight in? Straight in, he doesn't care. That Visca can live, he says. Probably got a tidal wave in his hand or something and ready to pop that off and take out whatever Garth plays from here on out.
It's funny that it said Goldorian's left the game now. I accidentally tapped on it on my iPad. It was in front of me and I left the game. My dual accounts. This is the last one in progress, by the way. And it is close. So let's call it like it's exciting. So there's 23 there, Threbbin. And, ooh, Fagin hops down. Boing, steals Sabrine. That's a nice move.
Steal Sabrine and also mitigate the effect of that Spirit of Devotion. Won't be seeing any cards from that. That's going to hurt Threbbin a lot.
Right, because he's still pushing.
He's just going for the face. He doesn't care. Is Threbbin holding a tidal regular? That's the question. Is he just waiting for Garth to go, right, I'm going to play out all my allies and get you looking at a lethal threat, and then he's just going to go, well, I have the tidal wave. Bye-bye all your allies. And still, I mean, there's 10 damage he's going to take here. And he's only really going to lose the Visca. There's Ankle Breaker. So, what's he doing? Hits in for 6. Oliver Fagin comes in for 6.
Sometimes I miss that Threbbin's activated his ability. We should probably highlight it somehow to show that it's active.
Yeah. I don't do it so much now, but when I first started playing the game, I would often just sort of suicide my allies into Threbbin's ability for no reason at all. I think Goth is on a winner here. This Threbbin is going for the face. It's almost like he's given up. You know, I mean, he could have gone into the Visca there and taken the Visca out with his 2 arcane damage and preserved a bit of durability on his weapon as well. But now he's just dead. Garth wins 2-1 to Rangelo. Was it Rangelo who won the 2 games? It was, wasn't it?
He must be, yeah, he's the god, so he's got that. Cool, all done in 1 hour.
Not bad.
I'll log that result and we can move on to the next round. Yay. Right, Rangelo. 2, 1. Boom. I can now post the next lot.
Okay. So you're having an easy time organising all these people.
It is pretty easy. They're a good lot, aren't they?
There
we go. Round 2's posted. I'll get the in-game chat to make sure everybody knows what they're doing. But if one goes up and you want to watch it, then let me know and I'll click on it.
Alright, so even though me doing most of the work for you on the commentator. And you're the only one getting paid.
I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting paid for this, dude. This is for fun. Somebody must be having some fun somewhere.
Remind me when that happens.
Okay.
Gosh. Alright, what have we got then? Who's going to be playing who? Should keep on track with that as well. I want to see one of those Gravebone decks again. Who was the other Gravebone deck that we didn't watch?
Oh, well, the one that we didn't watch, Nibrunix. We didn't show that one.
Right, I kind of want to see that one.
Okay, he's playing Tazwiz, so that should be good.
I think they're up already.
Really?
Yeah, they're already up.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll click on it.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can commentate then.
Gravebone versus Zaladar. Right. Zaladar doesn't have a turn 2. Gravebone has Abomination Factory. So this is going to be probably Homunculus Gravebone then. Unless you just put the Abomination Factory in as a discard thing. Get things into his graveyard. Sort of playing the aggressive, get my fatties out early type thing. There's a Brimstone. I'd say this is Homunculus. Zaladar has the Infernal Gargoyle. There's 2 Infernal Gargoyles. That's going to be hard for Gravebone to deal with. I think that's going to be very relevant, actually. 1 Gargoyle, easy to deal with. 2, not so much. Unless he's got a Supernova. There's a mage, he could be running Supernovas. We've still got to take the damage first. Unless you can deal with at least one of them gargoyles. He's looking at 7 damage next to him. Providing Zaladar uses his ability to efface and attacks with the gargoyles. The fireball. Another gargoyle. He's dealt with one of the gargoyles with his Brimstone Devourer and Fireball. The Abomination Factory has done nothing yet, but now it's gonna discard something. Discarded Flamebone Defiler. He didn't bring it back with Gravebone. Why would you leave down the graveyard? I would have thought you would have wanted to bring that back and get a bit of a board position going. Maybe he's got something else in his hand to discard. Maybe he was just big different mind control. So far, it looks like Gravebone is on the back foot. Zalda only has 2 cards left in hand, no draw engine in play. I think this Zalda is a bit bigger than usual as well. It's still got 34 cards in deck, which is a little bit more than without it was just normal 40 cards out there. Shadow Rain for Zalda. Great ones now. I'm a lot of work here now. Zelda's quite threatening with the board position it's got, plus all the shadow and stock there.
It's fun trying to get all these players to start their games. By fun, I mean not, but it's. But you know, once the games are up, we get to watch them, so that's good.
That's true. This is true. Zelda 1 card in hand and Shadow Bane on the board. 2 cards in hand now. So isn't going to be able to just go on the fire, so he can't have anything to play to get on the board. Oh, he's got a Feasterling. He's going to land Feasterling's going to point the work. I think this might go Zelda's way. Not much Gravebone to do to bring this back. I don't think this deck is bringing any sort of haste. We're going to use things like Fireball on a 2 CCI. Flame Spitter, Gravebone, and brings back that Flamebone Defiler for another go. But Zalada has 5 Shadow Energy, so we're going to see bye-bye to the Flamebone Defiler again. Zalada brings Gravebone down to 6. Flame Spitter guessing for an attack, raises the Shadow, brings it down. 1 Flamebone Defiler from hand, and he's going to bring one back from the blade. Okay, that's an okay board position. Mind Control hurts a lot here. Brings him down to 2. Well, if he has the Mind Control, Gravebone is dead. Shadow Rain. He's not dead yet. Not necessarily. What is he gonna do? Gravebone's last hurrah. What will it be? He'll do like 7 damage. Flame Spitter as well. More damage now because he's made it bigger. So, yeah. 4 card. Still got 6 resources to spend. Leyline Access. That's a nice card for him to have drawn. Unfortunately, didn't have her in hand for attacking in. but we could see Brave on that. I'm going to come back here. Couple of burn spells. He only needs a fireball, really. There's a soul reaper. That's going to do it. Gravebone's not going to be able to put out 18 damage in a turn. So it seems like the theme with this one was like Monculus and fire, which is interesting. He's just going to die to his out ability on the last turn. Shriek of Vengeance kills Antimatter. Why not? I suppose play the game out. So Gravebone one turn away from winning, but just couldn't clinch it.
Oh wow, that was close. Yeah, he had all his stuff ready. But Zell's got the ability.
Yeah. The crucial bit of that was not having the Leyline Nexus in hand and having to draw it. You had to attack in and get the trigger off Flameforge Gauntlet, which drew him the Leyline Nexus. If you had the Leyline Nexus in his hand, you would have been able to kill the weapon, which was generating the Shadow Energy, and Zaldar wouldn't have actually had the 4 SE on that turn, and he would have won. Who we got next? What do you want to watch?
Ooh.
Do some, choose some things.
All right.
Don't make me do it.
Okay. What have we got? What about? Oh no, Nico Hazard isn't even in it. Hey, what about an Amber? What about Arabelle versus Serenal? Amber Zaldar.
It's Zaldar, yeah, let's go for that.
Okay.
Oh, go on. My laptop didn't like that then.
Okay.
It's like, no, I don't want to watch it. That's fine, I will. So, 44 cards for both heroes again. It's, again, very different to the norm for these sorts of heroes. Usually, Amber and Zaldar will run as close to 40 as possible.
Who does what? Sorry.
I was just saying, both decks had about 44 cards.
Right.
Which is usual for these heroes. Usually they'll run close to 40.
Mm. Have they made room for some diplomats?
Possibly. I could see Amber. Well, Amber is the only one who can actually run diplomat. So a good start for Amber. No turn 2, but turn 3, Priest of the Light into Aldon the Brave. Means he can deal with our Deathmage Thaddeus. He's also held off on the... we did hold off on the Shadow ability for Zaldar. But Zaldar had the Shadow font anyway. So Priest of the Light is gone. Aldon's down to 1 health. And there's Jewel's Dream for Amber. Six damage from Amber, and she plays the Blood Frenzy. Why did I forget the name of that card when I just looked at it? That was ridiculous.
Forgot the name of Blood Frenzy? What are you, some kind of noob?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it was right there on the screen and everything, and I just couldn't think of the name.
Right.
Amber's brought in a reserve weapon, got the Jeweler's Dream back, which was destroyed by Acid Jet. Acid Jet's an interesting card. Not many people play it.
Well, Zaldar hasn't really got that many options for getting rid of stuff apart from Leyline Nexus, and that doesn't work on the cheap things. So Acid Jet, I quite like it.
Acid Jet, yeah. I mean, it comes up every now and again, but I think it's recently with sort of everybody playing something with a weapon, whether it's Garth, whether it's Bingbo becoming popular off the back of the Gambit change. Even Zaladar's running weapons. Amber becoming a bit more popular. It makes sense. It makes sense as a choice. And like I said, Zaldar doesn't really have many options for that sort of item destruction. I mean, not even. I don't think Shrieker of Revulsion doesn't do it either, does it?
Shriek of Revulsion won't work on 5 costs.
So yeah, I mean.
Oh, Shriek of Revulsion. Oh no, that's an artifact. That's an artifact or attachment, isn't it?
Ah, right, yeah.
Shriek of Vengeance is the 4 cost item removal. So Big R Pop's missing. Wherever Big R Pop is, he's not here. And that's sad.
Huh.
I don't know. Maybe he popped. He blew up. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
No, that was a good joke, I suppose.
Thanks. Thanks, man. That's what I do.
Well, there you have that one. So when do they take you back to the padded cell then?
Well, they said they could actually install the pad in my study here. Yeah, it's more efficient that way because it's shadow area that drives me mad. So if I'm doing the work in here, then yeah, it's just easier.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, Zaladar's in trouble.
Zaldar's in a lot of trouble.
But Soul Reaper.
But that card has seen so much play during the regionals. It's insane. I think every single elemental deck is on it. It's I don't like the card. I'll be honest with you. I don't like it. I see that card and I think no. That was a nasty, almost broken card. Yeah, like the amount of games yesterday where you'd see people and they were on top of the game, and then all of a sudden the elemental turns around and plays a 2cc. Is it 2cc or 3cc? I think it's 2cc, isn't it?
Soul Reaper costs 3.
It costs 3. Well, 3cc then. And they go from losing the game to winning it.
Oh, Strigger showed up. Strigger showed up. Sorry to interrupt, but Strigger showed up.
Do we still have all our players? I guess we would. I mean, it's only round 1.
Yeah, we're missing Big R Pop. Otherwise, everybody else is here.
That's okay.
We've only lost 1.
Maybe he's just having internet troubles. Spectral Saber for Amber. That's a card that doesn't see enough play anymore. That used to be quite the popular one for most warriors. Most warriors would run that as a sort of anti-attachment tech, and also a bit of a weapon. Then if they didn't need it.
Yeah, boosting it up to 4 attack can be pretty handy, can't it? She hasn't got that many, certainly 4 cost ones. She can drop down, and it's gonna. Oh, it's not going to do anything on defense because the marksman's died.
Yeah. There's Soul Reaper, there it is. Hasn't done as much as Alda this time though. But he's still, Amber still wins. That Dagger of Fate as well. That's a card that hasn't seen play since it got nerfed, you know.
Oh, in game, right? Yes, that's finished.
Gibo is playing Sylphion, which is the great one we watched.
Alright.
Otto is playing Russian Soul. Is that Bloodfang?
Yeah! Shall I look at that then?
Yeah, let's jump in that one.
Bloodfang. Russian Soul must have won as well then.
Yeah. Again, interesting. Well, I mean, Bloodfang decks, a lot of them seem to be bigger. I've seen some that are about 40 cards, but usually the ones you see doing well are the bigger ones. I don't know why though. Interestingly, the draw options for Woven Tribe isn't amazing. You've got Blood Moon. You've got things like Wrath of the Forest, which is sort of secondary draw. But the bigger decks with the Bloodfang seems to be the way people go. I don't know, he's off to a good start. He took care of the Blade Dancer. Now you're mine. Now he's got his Woven Scout. Amber with the Jeweler's Dream. Crashes in. Doesn't want that Woven Scout. Now, this is interesting because if Bloodfang was on the bottom of the screen, we would be able to see Amber's hand. But because Bloodfang is on the top of the screen, when he has Woven Scout up, we don't actually get to see Amber's hand. Something for you to fix.
For me, I think I've tried doing that one. It's really weird how that kind of stuff works, because like the current player's always at the bottom of the screen if you're actually playing, and the opponent's at the top. When you're viewing, there is no notion of current player. See, they're both.
Yeah.
You're viewing both, and so to then work out whose hand you want to show or not, it's quite complicated logic. It's a mess. So I think I've tried at times and maybe made it worse and maybe shown the wrong thing. So I just step back from that.
Leave that one for another day. Put it on the low priority list.
Yeah, exactly, mate. There's a good point there. We would see the hand now if he was on the lower half of the screen. We would see the hand in the top half of the screen.
Interesting there. He decided to kill the Yari Blade Dancer with Death from Above. Now, I know the Woven Predator can attack through stealth, but I would have thought it would have been better to kill that Erica Shadow Spear or whatever she's called. I can't actually remember her name.
She costs 5. Death from Above won't work on it.
Oh, of course, yeah. Of course.
That Blade Dancer can boost her up quite nicely, can it? So she'd be like 6 attack or even 7 with Aldon. So I guess he thought, get rid of Blade Dancer. That's actually be more than that, because Blade Dancer's boosting. Then he adds his attack. So, you know, it's quite a big bonus. Looks like Otto's now saying, good game, my friend, bad matchup for you. Already? I guess so.
I mean, you're looking forward to
you look at the board and think,
come back from this. No, I'd forgotten Death from Above only killed 4 cost allies. So I remember now your mind does up to 3 CC.
Yeah.
What do Woven have then for anything above that? I guess Captured Prey? That's the only one they have that can deal with anything.
Oh yeah, big
above.
allies. Yeah, Captured Prey, or I expect Otto's running Legend Rises though, which would cancel that, or Rabid Bite really.
Well.
Or if you wanted to be really out there, you could run, say, Harder They Fall, and that would take out whichever ally had the highest attack.
Harder They Fall. See, that's the kind of cards I want people to start playing. Interesting cards like that don't really see play, but can be relevant.
In a deck where you've got, say, low attack, I think Ravengers, it works quite well because they tend to have low attack, or you could be playing Weenies with like DMT because he's got no attack. You know, so there are situations where it's pretty cool. So Otto's won 2-0 there. So let's log that one. Otto.
Next. All these games are now in full swing.
Well, what about
for a couple of games?
What about Timekeeper? He's got. Is that a Gravebone or is that a Banebow?
Yeah, Banebow.
Oh,
Banebow versus Tactics.
It made them look too similar. Those. Well, should we check that out?
Yeah, let's jump in.
All right. Timekeeper versus Lord Wayne. Still no sign of Big R Pop.
Antimatter on 2 practice. I remember this. We watched this one, Lord Wayne's practice in round 1. I'm sure it had more of an aggressive early game.
I like all this blue though. There's a good blue going on. That's the main thing.
Yeah. And the play mats and things now are really nice. So I'm going to bring something up now that you probably haven't heard in a while, but it's a surprise that nobody's mentioned the grey background for a while.
Oh, the old grey background. Yeah, we won't see it too much here because of the playmats. Kai was saying the grey background doesn't look very good. He was going to bring in some default playmats. If he does bring in default playmats, the playmat should like have an advert on or something, I reckon. Like for Dr. Pepper or whatever. There's free advertising in the game, innit? So you have to use a Dr. Pepper playmat. Or it could be a playmat that says, I'm a noob with no money and can't afford a playmat. Or something. Because the idea was to make the background look a bit dull, I guess, to encourage the playmats. If you give away a free, decent playmat, then what? I guess we could just do blank coloured playmats.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do blank ones, different colours, like the shadowy logo or something like that. I mean, it doesn't. People are always going to buy the other playmats anyway.
As soon as you've got one, you still want more, don't you? You still want more cool ones. Supports the company as well, and it helps you win. It's been proven that playmats help you win.
Oh, definitely. And foils. If you have a lot of foils in your deck, you're more likely to win.
Yeah.
And it's proven now by Lord Wayne. I mean, he's got all foil cards. Look at him. He's got the board. He's taking a bit of damage, but he's in a nice position. Got a non-foil reactory, so that's going to hurt him now. See, there's Ogloth. This is what happens. Don't have the foils. Doesn't work. That's why I choose a lot of foils for my decks.
Gotta get them. Got it. I'm typing on my iPad here, and the autocorrect is ridiculous. It's changed Satanatus to Sarah Autism, and it changed Grand Finals to a word I've never even heard before.
That's wow. I think Android is worse for autocorrect. It depends. Like, I've installed some sort of custom keyboard thing, and some of the suggestions it makes for autocorrect are ridiculous.
Hey, Big R Pop's playing finally. Yeah, we've still got all 30 players. He claims the server went down.
Big R Pop didn't pop.
Wow. Once you pop, you can't stop, so I guess. I guess he didn't, did it? So.
God, look at Banebow now. Wow.
It's going hyper.
Okay, so that's lethal. No? Yeah, he's lethal. That Armour of Ages would have been nice there. Banebow's just gone from... Oh, there's Soul Reaper. Banebow is no longer lethal. But Praxis is going to have to work for it. Oh boy. Ogloff is once again becoming massive. Look at that, 8 attack. 2 allies, and he can do 13 damage with them. That's insane. Praxix down to 14 again, down to 12. Bingbo is going for the throat. He wants this. Mind control on that Ogloff. That's what Praxix wants. Armor of Ages. Okay, that's going to slow Bingbo down a bit.
Oh, I love Armor of Ages. Especially when I'm Gwen facing Armor of Ages, and I'm like, what? Well, I suppose Leyline Nexus. In the days before Leyline Nexus, that card would just screw you. And the Gwen was alright back in Call of the Crystals. I still think she's alright, but certainly Armor of Ages, whoa, that really slowed you down. Or what's the other one? Snow Sapphire as well. Obviously not in an elemental deck, but Amber, Snow Sapphire. I don't think we've seen that yet this weekend.
No, Snow Sapphire surprisingly doesn't see a lot of competitive play.
Look at that Ogloff.
It's huge. So that Ogloff now is just gonna. If Praxis gets a mind control, he'll be happy.
He will be laughing, but Bainbow's still in a great spot.
Oh, definitely. Bainbow's still very much the aggressor, Shadow Font. What's he trying to achieve? Is he just gonna... Now Ogloff gets bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Mimic. Does he have a mind control in his graveyard?
You can't mimic a mind control. It's too low cost. What's that attachment on Ogloff? Oh, Relentless Savagery. See, that was another reason why Relentless Savagery targets Claw. Because I noticed some underused cards with Claw. One was Ogloff. And here he is. He's back now, thanks to Savagery. So that plan went well.
Ogloff is huge. I mean, Praxix is killing things off, but it really doesn't matter for Bainbow at this point. Because Ogloff's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. To the point where... I mean, Bainbow can just play loads of 2cc allies. Play a 2cc ally and kill it every turn. Grow Ogloff. Get through that Armor of Ages. So even if the Lorraine has another one,
I'm kind of surprised there's no mind control though now. How many have been played already?
I don't know. I don't think we've seen one.
What?
So either they've all been discarded or
that's bad luck.
It's just unlucky. But look at this now. That Ogloff itself is lethal. Well, the Armor of Ages is gone. Praxis needs a mind control now in order to stay alive for one turn. But then, no. Okay. Gone with a Child of Almore at the start. Ooh, that energy discharge wouldn't have done much because he's on 4. Praxis is trying to make it work.
How? He's not. He's got no. He's got 5 to spend.
5 to spend. Mind control could put him back in the game a little bit. Then
no. Yeah, almost. Yeah. Bainbow ability plus Hulk plus Savagery, even though it's only +1, it's not enough. So
that Child of Almore wasn't wasn't worth it in the end. Because that give Bainbro the. Are they going to make game 3 by the looks? So they've gone 1-all then. So Praxis has.
Oh, Wayne has done Soul Reaper.
Still not enough.
They call good games still though, yeah?
Yeah. Looks like they're going to be moving on to game 3. That was Ogloth.
Nice! It's good to see Ogloth doing something. Well done, Oggy. He had balls there, that guy, to have that Ogloth in the face of a mind control, but it didn't come up. He had the balls,
Yeah.
He called a bluff. Because you could always think, oh, well, I'll never run a fatty because it'll always get mind controlled. Well, not necessarily. Not always going to be mind controlled, just might quite often be mind controlled. So, should we see the decider then? See if the mind control shows up or try a different one?
Oh, I want to find out how this one ends.
You want to, yeah? Okay. Lord Wayne, timekeeper then. Let's rock.
They're already up.
Yep.
Cool. Who do you think is going to win?
Well, I wonder how many mind controls Wayne's running them, because he's, if he didn't find any there.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on Bainbow then. I'm going to go Bainbow.
You think Bainbow?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to say Bainbow, but I kind of think Praxis has got the advantage, only because if Bainbow does go down that route of playing the Ogloth and making it huge, and Wayne just has the mind control, that's gonna suck for Bainbow. It's a difficult one, but I think Praxis, yeah. I think he can have the upper hand quite easily.
And we've got our first dropper. Samu to death has bowed out with 2 losses. He's gone.
Oh. Why did he not drop? Play for the prizes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think having a bad day. Maybe they would have been doing somewhere else, but they came for this. Now they're going back to that something else. No, they want to watch the stream, don't they? That's why. Hey, hi, BP Samu to death. Welcome to watching the stream. That's obviously why he quit.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Check out this kind of action. Bainbow does 2 to the ally, 2 to the hero. And 3 to get ready now. Go, cat, go. Am I right?
Yeah.
Not bad, is it? 3 attack. I love that combo. The Krygon on the Gargoyle.
Lovely.
I like to see that.
People used to just reduce health.
Yeah, I used to reduce health, and we changed it to do damage. Because one thing, people get a bit confused by reduce health stuff, so we try and limit it as much as possible, especially on a card like Krygon that shows up a lot. That's another reason we changed it to just damage, because people understand damage a lot better than reducing health. So there's also, people using Krygon and Shard of Power at the same time, and they reduce health on an ally of their own. They don't understand that, there's the background health thing. I thought, wow, let's just sidestep all these issues. Just make it do damage. We'll leave health reduction to very rare cases, so you don't need to. Most of the time, you don't need to know such subtleties of the game. And also, Gargoyle got a kind of buff. Because he needs a buff, because we haven't seen him much over the last 5 years, if we accept him pretty much every tournament ever. He's always there, Gargoyle. So simple, 2-4 with 1 damage reduction. There he is.
But it's a good card, you gotta have some good cards.
Yeah, I do my best to not have too many good cards. If I can't help it, I just keep making them. Just keep making them. Sorry.
No, I like the sort of Gargoyle and Karash. There's sort of basic
Yeah.
abilities. Not so much vanilla, but
That
it's just simple.
Yeah, and they pose interesting problems for people to get around the. Oh, it's a gargoyle. Damn, my fireball won't work, or my 4 attack ally won't work on that gargoyle. Or if I try and take it out in 2 goes, then it's kind of like it's got 6 health, really. Things like that.
Yeah.
Or my poison won't work on it. Or in the case of Karash, yeah, my 2 attack weapon won't deal with it. It's interesting, yeah. You're posing. It's a controlling kind of thing to do, isn't it? You're posing different problems for people.
Yeah. No, it's good. I can get behind that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, I like most of the new cards that are out now. But no, there is a bit of a charm to the whole
Simple.
basic, simple, but effective cards.
Nebrunix beat Tazwiz in the end. Gravebone won.
Gravebone won again.
Gravebone triumphed.
Lord Wayne apparently just misclicked something.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it was. I mean, did he accidentally play the Harbinger or something? I don't know. I don't know what's happened there. Look at that Gargoyle, 4-1.
Very nice. Good pressure going on here.
Can we just make Gargoyle a 4-1?
Well, he'd be a 6-1 with Savagery on.
Oh, yeah, God. That would be insane.
So this is definitely a Savagery deck. Look at all of these claws.
Yeah.
There was a Hulk at one point, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, Timekeeper thinks he could have won there. Why didn't he, dude? Why not? No, armor falls down. That's going to slow him down somewhat.
Yeah, you could have just gone face instead of killing the. No, you would have been like too short, I think. Because he lost 3 damage. Yeah, he would have been too short. He lost 3 damage on the Harbinger that he killed, so he wouldn't have had lethal anyway.
Maybe he had some in hand that he could have done it with.
Yeah, I suppose. Now he's got to fight through this Armour of Ages.
The pesky armor, yeah.
But what's Wayne gonna do about his board? He doesn't have like a tidal wave or anything.
Crossbow takes out. Shouldn't the armor have lost?
No, it's on 2 blue. So it's been attacked 5 times and it has 6 durable.
Yeah, but I thought the crossbow, I forget what even the crossbow does now. I thought that it did something special. They lose an additional durability. So
oh yeah.
Why didn't
we just with a bug?
I don't know. I'm trying to read it.
Yeah,
I'll read it elsewhere. Is it a bug? Maybe something else.
It deals combat damage. So of course it doesn't deal the actual damage through Armour of Ages.
Could be it. Yeah, right, that's why. Not a bug. You have to actually deal the damage, to do extra. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because it's saying, if your Weevil gets through to actually touch the person, then whatever mean stuff was on the Weevil, it hurts the armor more than usual.
Yeah.
If it can't break through the armour, then whatever was on the weevil can't do extra. A bit of flavour there. I love flavour.
There's now Praxis back at 21.
Oh, right.
Soul Reaper. It's that card is making a difference in a lot of games. I don't think it's going to make the difference here because that board is just too difficult for Praxis to deal with. The only chance Praxis has is for things like rain delay.
Yeah. If you're going to rely on Soul Reaper, you need to make sure also you've got a way to clear that board. There's no point healing up if you're staring down a big board, and that's kind of like one of the things that's kept Soul Reaper in check. So you can Soul Reaper, but then if you haven't got the board, you'll be dead next turn or the turn after anyway. But if you also have Energy Discharge, it's a different matter. You can do Energy Discharge, then you can Soul Reap. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good use of 8 resources, that. 9 if you have to drop a cheap ally as well.
Well, you can drop a Frostmare for 0.
For free, yeah.
With
attack with it.
So
Energy Discharge it. And then Soul Reap. It's a pretty cool move.
That would be something that...
You'll make a lot of friends that way. And now Armor Face is back.
Another Armor Pages. This one's foil, so it's better. Probably going to have Praxis a bit more. I don't know if Praxis wins you. You just got to try and stall the game for as long as possible now. But, I mean, there's 5 allies. That Armor of Ages is going to soak up at most 4 damage from the opposing allies. No, 3. 3. No, 4. Definitely 4. I can't count. What does he do once he goes?
Right.
He has the energy charge.
He's got it.
Oh.
Zup. Oh, but it's down to 9 though now.
Yeah, but now Bimbo's going to get back on the board in a big way. This is interesting.
Yeah.
We could see practically. Bimbo's only got 6 cards left in his deck. He's got 6 cards.
Okay, he's drawn 2.
On 2. Beast doesn't really do much. Woven Predator gives him something to chip away the armor. So all Praxis has to do now is deal with anything important, and Bimbo's not going to have enough gas to just win.
Let's see. So he's going to be able to drop the savagery on one of those allies anyway, but he's going to do no damage. A troll that will survive any kind of kill stuff, so that's good.
Yeah. The shame Praxis doesn't have anything to draw cards with, because that's what he really needs now. Oh, there we go, Bad Santa. Okay, we've got 4 cards to play with. Bad Santa again, just to do a bit of damage. But why did that... Oh, you can't draw his hand this way. That's fine. Okay. It's not looking too bad for Praxis now. The armor's going to die this turn. Bimbo is out of cards, so he's got 6 cards to make it work. That's just my phone.
You got mail?
Yeah, I thought I'd put it on silent. Alright, I'll do that now.
Mine's not on silent. I'll put mine on silent now. There we go. So he's put the savagery on that ally. He's going to take out these pesky ones, I think. Oh, yeah. Put it on Praxis.
Yeah. She's going to break through the armor.
Okay, kill the gun. No, Sisyphos still playing. Word.
Okay, so Bo has lethal.
Yeah, Wayne's gonna have to pull something out of his sleeve.
He just activated the void planes. Wow. And another Soul Reaper.
Ooh, only 4 cards left. Double Soul Reaper for the annoyance. Who's the troll now?
I think Wayne wins. Yeah, looks like he did it. Wow.
Right, well, there's still some in progress. In fact, Sissy's just started one. Sisyphos versus DA Arno Dorian. So let's check that out.
Just jumping on that one.
Someone said,
Eladrin versus
yeah,
Amber.
and the somebody in the Telegram just said, how come Aladwin's still going with a mage? Maybe it's a very controlly one.
When we watched it earlier, it was definitely not the sort of explosive aggro type that we usually see, but I don't know, I think that might have just been a bad start, because you see Aldon coming down now for Eladrin.
I'm going to hop out to the loo. I'll let you commentate.
Okay, no worries. Seductress on your design. Okay. Amber is coming in. Takes out Aldon and cripples the Seductress. This could go either way. Could go either way. Lightning Strike. Does he have a way to deal with Darklight Apprentice though? Doesn't. Right. Okay. So rather than attacking into the hero, decided to attack into the Seductress of the Darklight. That was an interesting one. I don't know why. Amber really trying to close the game. Tainted Oracle for Eladrin. It looks like it is a more control-y version. Seductresses and Tainted Oracles. Retreat's gonna bounce the Tainted Oracle off. Madeline's ability to move out, stand, making sure it can't search for anything. Hard more accelerator. Use some resources. 6 to spend. Normal scavenger. Normal interceptor. It's going to stop the Tainted Oracle from attacking to anything. Use the Outlaw Accelerator, gain some SE. What does Aladwin do here then?
I've returned, and Aladwin looks in a bit of bother.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Aladwin comes back here. The ability can take out the Interceptor, which is the problem at the moment. It's stopping that Tainted Oracle from doing anything. Or even just something like a Supernova would be good, yeah. Aladwin's down to 4 resources because 2 are using Tome of Knowledge. Fireball. Uses the Fireball to take out the Interceptor. This is definitely a more control-y version of Aladwin. Definitely. Aladwin's looking in decent shape now. Still not out of the woods, but Amber's going to lose the weapon this turn. So, we'll see now. Dark Light Apprentice. I wonder how Arno Dorian reached the conclusion that Aldmore would be suitable for his deck.
Yeah, we could interview him after, I guess.
It's an interesting one because it's not. I mean, we haven't really seen a lot of full Aldmore decks, but usually like Aldmore Moonstalker, it needs to generate Shadow Energy so it can hide for all the rest of the game and all that sort of thing. But this one seems to be generating Shadow Energy for nothing apart from all the different sort of triggers, I guess, and the abilities that the Aldmore have.
Yeah, maybe if he gets a few on the board, maybe he's got the Conflux or something, or maybe he's got an Ancient of Aldmore,
Yeah, maybe.
finisher type thing.
I mean, he's on 8 now. I mean, Amber doesn't necessarily need to have that amount. So, I don't know. It's interesting. Five to spend for Amber. Looks like she's gonna. Well, Armor Interceptor comes down and probably she's going to stop that Tainted Oracle again and kill off Aldon. It's looking like. Dark Light Apprentice, generating some Shadow Energy.
Yeah, I would have thought Boris would make more sense with this, because Boris can keep firing off his ability, for Shadow Energy, deal with something. Amber, I guess, is thinking maybe the Aldmore are there to kind of be meat shields, annoy people, while you can be getting your weapons ready to smack things.
It's possible. It's just a very, very interesting choice. Because the Aldmore themselves don't seem to do much for the deck. I mean, when does Amber need anything more than shard energy, which usually you'll get anyway, and as your weapon degrades or whatever.
Yeah.
But well, I guess maybe it's more because a lot of people are running these sort of decks with a lot of allies and smashing into weapons and things. Weapons are getting worn down very quickly. You want to sort of be able to just wear down a weapon and pop another one straight away and buff it. There's a Sisyphus calling GG, and it looks like he's scooped.
Oh, so he won then. Dano won. Yep, Dano won. Okay. So, I mean, reserve weapon is an artifact, so there's that. Scavenger and reserve weapon would turn Scavenger into a defender. Old Artisan can pull out the reserve weapon. Still need weapons in the first place, though, to be able to... Oh, he's got War Flail.
Yeah, I mean, apart from the ally choice and the location, it seemed like a pretty standard sort of Amber build.
But he's done the business right. He's just done it. He's just won.
Right.
I believe that's 2-1. Yeah, it's 2-1. So is there anything left?
What? So Sisyphus has been beaten by relatively new
Arno Dorian and Sisyphus. How did he do in the first round? He lost there as well. So a Mimesis is finished and lost 2-1. So that's Striga 1, 2, 1.
Are there any games outstanding?
Maxi. Guess who Maxi is playing that's still in progress? That started 28 minutes ago. Can you guess?
Well, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say I can't even remember his name. Rangelo? Is it Rangelo?
Rangelo, yeah. I'll click on it anyway, but it started 29 minutes ago. I really hope that is the last game. I've clicked on it now. It's gonna try and catch up. Let's see what's happened.
This is game 2, yeah.
This is game 2. What the hell? Right, that's it. It's gonna be warnings for being slow now. Game 2. Yeah, Maxi lost the first.
Yeah, Maxi lost game 1. Wow.
Right, okay.
I guess this is the kind of matchup that would take a long time, but...
Okay. Right, so how did it unfold at first then? Surely by the time we've caught up with it, it'll be finished. I really hope it'll be finished by the time we've caught up.
It's a relatively... I don't know, you can't really say who's winning. I'm on about turn 4 now.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Maybe it's just an epic battle of Goth versus Zana, fighting for the board, and it's just taken this long because there's been so many upsets and comebacks and does Resurrection give the top ally back? Goth has a whisker. That's the third seductress Zana has played. What did Goth do to come back from this? Because Zana is currently about, turn 7. Looks like she was winning.
Okay, I think there's been about 22 turns each. Just looked at the game log. There's going to be at least that.
Wow. Yeah, so we see Faye comes down and takes the seductress. And then Zana responds with a King's Pride. Kills off Whisker. And Garth decides, no, you're not having the King's Pride. Wow, okay. Zara puts a zealous thing down on Fagin. Maxi calls GG. So the game has ended. We know that.
Okay, well, in that case, I mean, we can keep streaming it now, right? But I can just check the logs to see who won, so that I'm able to start the next round up. We can see how it played out. No, actually, I think Maxi won it, so they've got to have a decider.
The game 3. Right, should we just jump into the final game then and watch that one?
Right, and I can say, oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, like that. Repeatedly.
Yeah.
Am I annoying you? Hurry up, hurry up. Am I annoying you? Hurry up, hurry up.
Oh, God. Wow, so 1-1.
Yeah, well, I'll leave this playing until the decider's up.
Oh, okay, I'm waiting for the deciding match. I wonder if Rangelo has to create the game, so that's going to take another 5 minutes.
Yeah. Right, Maxi's got it up. Maxi's got it there, waiting. So,
yeah.
This one Maxi wins somehow. If you want to know how, then there's another 11 turns left. I won't check that one out. Let's check out this epic one, which is just waiting there. So, he's been waiting 19 seconds to start. Still waiting 23 seconds. Still waiting 27 seconds. Still waiting 29 seconds. Still waiting. There you go. Right. I just joined.
And we're off. Oh, no. Right.
Here we go.
No turn 2 chalice for Maxi, which is probably a bad thing. The voted knight. Okay, there's a lot of people joining this one. Maxi says we will hurry. Wow.
He will. I think Maxi can play fast, but
Elizabeth Winterbourne. Wow, A1 Russian soul in the chat there.
Saying what?
I don't know if I should repeat it on stream.
Was it rude?
A little bit.
Which chat?
The game chat.
Really?
In.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
bring it up now then. Russian, nice tits, Zana. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, Garth versus Zan always takes a long time. Maybe. Fair enough, well, we'll see, won't we? We'll actually see live how slow or not it is. I'll get my timer out again. See. Just to track like how long people take thinking. Because you can see so Max is sacrificing now. He's done that in 3 seconds. He's activated that. He's deciding what cards to get rid of. Here we go. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. And there you go. Fleetfoot Messenger. And attack straight away. Bosh.
Boom.
Turn complete. 20 seconds. Right. Rangelo. Let's see how he does. Thinking. 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 Oh, 15 second sacrifice. Alright, that's not so bad.
This is an interesting board state.
Well, for the sake of epicness, you know, all these other guys get a little bit of
So he's killing off the Order Knight. Put Zana at 6, which is a nice place to be. Zana doesn't have to sacrifice to still be on curve this turn. Can start by shipping a card back with Fleetfooted Messenger. And Tainted Oracle. This is a similar Zana to the one that Amber Fade was playing yesterday. A bit more mid-rangey, sort of gets on the board a bit earlier. So Fleetfoot Messenger dies. Yeah, it's going to draw some cards with hit list. Still got 4 to spend as he got nothing to do with it. Ill-gotten gains. Night Owl. Okay. So Max has the choice of either attacking the Night Owl and killing it, or I think that's the line he's going to take. He'll also attack into the Sword Thief to kill his own Tainted Oracle to draw some cards. That would have been an option. It's interesting to see Zana without the Confluence of Fate as well. I know that's become sort of almost a staple for Zana. Because of Zale's him and things like that. Angelo now thinking very hard.
Oh, I forgot to time it. Well, I might go and make a my Sunday roast. And I'll come back when I've finished eating it.
Alright.
Yeah, Sunday roasts take about 3 hours, 4 hours, don't they? No, I don't know how to make a Sunday roast. Just put it in the microwave, don't you? That's what Mr. Bean did when he had to cook Christmas dinner. Did he have a turkey and just put it in the microwave? I'll hop out and let you commentate. I'm going to eat something.
Okay. So Maxie's played the tidal wave. Drawn card, take the oracle. Priest of the Light comes down from off wants to get back on the board immediately. Priest of the Light's a good way to do it. Has he got another ally to play? 2 allies after a tidal wave is a nice situation to be in. He's only got a 1. So now Maxie, if he has a Visca, there's Visca, takes out the Priest of the Light. Maxie now has sort of flipped that switch and is going on the offensive, I think. He's still going to want to take control of the board. Keep control of the board, rather. But now he's going to start looking to bring a sort of closure to the game. Big-footed messenger. A focus prayer for Maxie. Even though Visca's taken a bit of a hit and has been reduced in damage and health, Maxie still has a decent board state, which is what he wants to do. How's Garth going to respond? Garth still has 40 cards in the deck. Another ankle breaker, that'll do. I guess if Maxie's been holding focus praise, and this is going to be a bad thing for Garth. It's not a good position to be in, but we will see. It's a back press and another focus prey. Garth's probably not happy about that. Let's go. Yeah. Spiritualism, maybe. Be running there. Oliver Fiend, give me your even. Would be good. These allies, one health, 1 damage, 2 damage allies. Maxie drops a King's Pride next. Suddenly there's a lot of damage. There's a Lily. She's going to grab that ankle breaker back. And we'll go on the games. We're going to draw some cards. Will Maxie try and get rid of? There's the King's Pride. Draw for that. Going to do 6 to the face and probably kill off that Lily. That would make sense. But Garth's got an ankle breaker to come down next right now, which is okay. Damage a little bit more. Perhaps deal with another threat. We can use the ability and kill allies. Triggering his ill-gotten gains. Drawing a card, he's got 3 to spend. Going from a hit list. Really trying to come up with some answers. Maxie's probably just going to come crashing in. No. If Maxie is another focus praise turn, that's good. Equal match just ships a card back. What did we get? Elizabeth Winterbourne. Actually, also trying to get through his thing a little bit now, just to make sure he has enough to close the game. Nothing worse than getting really, really close and then falling short. He's in a good spot. Look at this fleet-footed messenger. That's going to try come up with a way of dealing with our Elizabeth Winterborn and the King's Pride. Steering the wheel way. Getting back in the game at this point. Does one damage for plays a Visca. Deals with Elizabeth Winterborn. I'm just going to stop Maxi drawing as many cards. Step 1. Step 2, how to deal with that King's Pride. You'll have to wait for another turn probably. Perhaps maybe start Thief. There's a knight down. So Garth is in a good position. Low on health, but if he can deal with board here, goes back. Actually gets the glass chalice down. He'll be able to select some cards. At this point, I imagine he knows exactly what card he wants. He's just going to be able to take as many as he can. Out comes the Seductress and retreats the knight down. Maxi almost assembling a lethal board. Cabrera's going to crash in and take out an ally for another turn. Which will more than likely be the Seductress. Meaning Maxi has 4 damage he can put straight on Garth's face. Another couple of allies. Maxi will see the heal here, I think.
So he's got 10 to spend. 1 attack to do. He's attacked her. Now what will he spend the 10 on? Another
10.
weapon.
What can I do for 10? Spirit Shuriken. That's okay.
Okay.
Take Nala.
Yep. Get rid of the Visca. Okie dokie.
Does he have like a stop thief or something? Take out the King's Pride? He's gone for a Braxnorian Soldier.
He should have some somewhere. Or has he already used them up?
I think we've seen one. So, I mean, the question is at this point, what do you want to take out? Do you want to take out the armor, which you know you can sort of smash into with your weapons and whatever, or do you want to take out the draw engine and starve Maxi's hand and stop him from coming up with the answers? Interesting battle. Maxi's struggling to decide which card he wants here.
I've got to think a few steps ahead.
When you go back to the turn and you know exactly what Maxi wants.
Get rid of that engine. And he's got his own little oracle. And he's going to take... So one of those is going to perish to the weapon now.
Well, at this
just
point,
played a third ally.
Garth can clear the board.
Yeah. That's totally true. And is Maxi thinking, I'll make him work on clearing the board, and then I shall tidal wave. Because if you don't clear the board, then I will attack into you, and then probably tidal wave anyway.
Yeah, that could be. Well, perhaps he just doesn't mind. Perhaps he knows this turn he hasn't got a wave to deal with the board. Ooh, Diplomat isn't good there. Diplomat's going to hurt Maxi. Perhaps he was waiting for, well, I'm going to lose the board anyway, so at least I'll get some cards from Tainted Oracle, perhaps come up with an answer on the next turn. Now the Diplomat has stopped the Tainted Oracle from drawing cards. Things could be a little bit different. I think that might have been a very crucial play there, because drawing those extra cards is what Maxi wants at this point. It seemed like he sort of accepted the fact that he wasn't going to clear the board anytime soon. Maybe he was just holding a tidal wave. We'll see now. But with every chance he was just sort of looking to draw a couple of cards off the Tainted Oracle and make the best of it. Pass down to it. He's still got 8 to spend as well, and he spends nothing.
Times like these, I bet he wish he packed a few smites, eh? 3 smites, game over.
That's been seeing some play. Smite.
Even 2 smites and 1 righteous strike. Or, as it's sometimes called, nonchalant strike. Because if you look at that image, the guy's just going, nah. Does he got this big hammer or whatever he's getting there?
Yeah.
2 health, 2 damage. Great artwork.
Right, so what does Maxi do? I think the first thing he needs to do is pop that Chalice. I don't think he wants to sacrifice you, because the only thing he wants is a tidal wave at this point. He can last a few turns without it. I mean, if he doesn't get it now, he's probably going to lose the King's Pride. But he's still at full health, so he's only going to take damage if he loses the King's Pride. So it isn't necessarily either way yet.
And this is Maxi taking a while on his sacrifice as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So okay, they're both having to think a lot. Let's hope no more controlled decks meet each other. Max is disconnected.
He's disconnected.
Hopefully it'll reconnect.
Yeah, I hope so. This is looking like it was going to be a really good game.
Maxi, what you done? Where are you, Maxi? I wonder if, though, if you disconnect and loads of people are watching, then he won't let you back in. Looks like he's lost connection. It's killed it off. Well, that's some drama. Max is down as losing that.
That's a... Did he... Oh...
How's Maxi doing otherwise? He was 1-0, so he can still get through. This will just be his first loss.
It looks like Maxi actually disconnected completely. Wow.
Maxi got the no signal.
Oh, that's a shame. That is a damn shame.
Right, now I'm calling that Rangelo wins. Let's move on. Because Maxi can still stay in. It's only one loss.
Fair enough. Is that the last game we were waiting for as well?
It was, yeah.
Round 3. How many rounds does it take? 5 again?
Oh, I wonder if Maxi wants to reboot his router or something. Given that he's just run into that issue. So that was his laptop that did that. Somehow.
Yeah, it must have been just a temporary sort of drop. I mean, before we had like the little icon that comes up telling you've disconnected. I used to run into this quite often on my old iPod Touch, where if the connection dropped even just a little bit, it would lock you out of the game because it registers as a disconnection. Obviously, it wasn't sort of reconnecting then. But recently, I'm into that.
Right, I'm going to log that. Well, I said I was going to, but I hadn't yet. But now I am. It's logged. We're on to round 3.
Round 3.
I will fight. I will put the pairings on. Right, so pairings are up, and I've got to chase up these guys on the chat.
No worries. I'm going to mute myself just for a second.
Alright.
And then I will be back in about 5 minutes, probably.
Okay, so I'm just telling some of these guys. Irma, make the game, and who else needs to make a game? Big R Pop make a game. Big R Pop. And who else? Chief plays Russian. Soul. And it's a good new plays New Brunix. Please join. Is it New Brunix? Nib Run X. The joys of right. Some people confused, some people need breaks. Sorry for all the silence here. Just trying to Hey, Big R Pop's already playing. That's good then, well done Big R Pop. Who else? Irma, is he already playing? He's waiting. Irma's waiting, we'll watch one soon, don't worry. Who else? Segundo needs to join one. And very soon we will actually get some more action. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Let's see which have actually started. Lord Wayne's playing Amigo, so I'll log that one down. Ermal R is playing Trigger. I'm in autocorrect. Here's your op. Ermal. Done. Done. Trigger, please join Ermal. Game! Who else do we need? Chief Cold. Is he playing Rush? He is. Chief Cold's on the ball. Global chat works, man. Chief Cold's on the ball. X-Lin's playing Shadow Man. Who else? Timekeeper's waiting for Meme Sis. A Rebelled is playing Gibo. Once Ross returns, Meme Sis is claiming it's not 1, 2, 3. Okay. Arno Darian's playing. We're doing alright. Satanitis, so is that one up yet? Satanitis. Yep, that's playing. A lot of games in progress. Well done, everybody. Fenelon, you playing? Yep. Right, what else? Max is taking a break for a minute. Is Otto playing yet? Meme Sis has joined. Brunix is playing. So it's just Otto and Maxi and Ermel to start.
And I am back.
Oh, right. Well, they've almost all started now. The only two that haven't started are the two that took ages in the last one. I guess they need a bit of a break, but tough luck. Get on with it, guys. Seriously.
Right, who are we going to watch then?
Okay, well, let's watch somebody now who's at 2-0. But also somebody who doesn't take forever. So that would be... Well, Otto's playing... I want to watch Brunix again. The Gravebone guy.
Yeah, let's do
that. He's playing Segundo. And they didn't start that long ago. It says 4 minutes, but the game was waiting a while. So let's check that out. Brunix.
I like this. I like Gravebone doing well. This is good.
Might break out my Gravebone impression soon.
Your Gravebone impression.
Yeah. I do the Gravebone voice. It's classic.
Can't say I've ever heard that one.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, wow. I'm tempted. I almost did it then. I'm tempted. Right, so they call me Gravebone!
So, funnily enough, that's exactly how I imagine.
I know, exactly.
That's uncanny. It's
They
almost
call
like
me Gravebone. Sounds a bit Welsh, doesn't he, actually? And
a little
I'm...
bit.
They call me Grave... Oh, so it's a bit deeper. They call me Gravebone. Well, that. I'll do.
Oh, I prefer the first one.
They That wasn't the laugh. You prefer the first one. The first one is like Norman's mum on Fireman Sam has got like really angry. Oh, Norman! Yep. It wasn't me, Mum. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Alright, so anyway, Gravebone. Yeah.
Well,
You don't know.
Baduru is off to a good start. I want Gravebone to win. I'm just going to say now, I want Gravebone to win.
Okay.
Sorry, Segundu, but
He's been T0 for a long time. Is he finally going to prove it now? We've all known he's the best, but just hasn't delivered on the day, is he?
that's it. This may finally be the time for Gravebone to win something.
But for this game, not looking so great. Segundu
I don't know.
seems to have disconnect issues, but he keeps coming back. Segundu's returned. Brunnock's 10 health. Ooh.
Oh, the trap was a decoy trap as well. Oh, pardon me.
They finished already? Somebody finished.
No. Somebody called GG or something. That was over rather fast.
Has Maxi started playing yet? I don't see Maxi. I think everyone else is playing, so that's good.
Yeah, just Bingo couldn't keep up with Gravebone couldn't keep up with this one. Look at that, 2 tacticians. There's nothing Gravebone can do against that. Wow. Baduru just storms in. Again, the Wolven resource denial Baduru still doing very well, even though everybody was like, no, it's dead now because of tactician.
Right.
Yeah, so Tika comes down and finishes the game.
Right,
Wow.
so that's how that played out. Well, let's watch the next one then between these two, because that was fast and we missed the start. So
Yeah, I want to see how that one plays out. I'm telling you now, Gravebone's got to win, not Banebo. Why do I keep saying Banebo?
well, Banebo winning would be alright as well, I suppose.
Come on then. Where are they?
Well, Segundo needs to make it.
They spend so much time making their games and joining games and.
It's alright, he's on the ball. He's on the ball. He's on the ball. Who isn't on the ball is... Actually, I'm on the ball. I'm literally sitting on a football. Someone's got laptop issues. Chief Cold's got a game up. Where is this Segundo one? Where is it? Where is it?
Game is now up.
Alright, yep. They're in.
Let's go. Right. Hopefully we see a bit more from Gravebone this time out. Didn't really do much in our last game. I think that's what.
Yeah, I think my impression threw him off. It'll have to be it.
Woven Traitor for Baduru.
So yeah, Woven Baduru. Wasn't sure whether he'd show up this year. This version.
Yeah, I mean, loads of people just sort of stand the deck and give it the cold shoulder as soon as the tactician nerf happened. Valga and for Grateful. Fireball, Supernova.
Right, so there goes Mr. Scout.
Alright, so let's go. Cinnaborn Fatebreaker coming into the face. Didn't that used to have a different name?
Yeah, it used to be called Cinderball Familiar or Fate Break Familiar maybe or something. Once we got the artwork, I thought, well, that looks kind of cool. I like the idea of having these things being born. So Aetherborn, Cinderborn. I see that he looks kind of like, you know, a tree on fire. So I thought, all right, Cinderborn, that'll do. He's a fate breaker because he, you know, he stops stuff from happening. So that's where all that came from.
He also turns Retreat into a 2cc kill spell if you against them. It's something I always like. It's an interaction I enjoy myself. You see a Cinderball Fatebreaker and you're like, oh, I've only got this Retreat in my hand. And it actually turns out to be very useful. But again with the Woven Tactician or weapon now, that's a lot of damage. This Baduru is not wasting any time.
He's going full tilt.
Gravebone hasn't got anything relevant in his graveyard to bring back. You're not going to spend 4cc on Cinderborn Fatebreaker. So down goes the Tactician. That'd be good for Gravebone. Especially when Baduru is just continuously disrupting that resource curve.
Yeah, Gravebone needs to get something cool in the grave to get it out of the grave. It's got those gauntlets. When we tweaked the gauntlets to 4 cost and 6 durability, one of the ideas was to make lesser mages be able to kind of survive via the large durability of the armor, because obviously they haven't got healing unless they use Frying Pan and Armored Pack Beast. That was the other way to help them survive a bit longer, go a bit longer. It's good to see this guy using it here, because it's not blocking that much, is it? Just blocked 2 damage so far.
At this point in the game, when you're on this much of a back foot, 2 damage versus 3 damage is relevant.
It's pulled out the Cinderborn. It's a shame it wasn't something bigger and meatier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why you would do that, I guess, just to have a presence on the board.
Yeah. It's just avoided some to the face. It's avoided the armor being...
Another Cobra Skin Wrap. Jeez. This Baduru must have started with 3 of them. That's the 3rd one we've seen now, and it's relentless. The frame splitter for Gravebone. Baduru's going to have some cards.
Wow.
And just And that's most of them you can play probably as well. I think this deck sort of maxes out like apart from the weapons, I think it maxes out at 4.
He's had a
So,
good run, but it looks like his run has come to an end.
yeah, I don't think there's much that Graveborn does here that can bring the game back. Now with 2 cards in hand anyway. Just to draw a card, kill a creature. But then he goes his gauntlet, so he's now taking full damage from everything. He's just building up a gauntlet. He could bring back this. He could have brought back the big there. And he would have had 8 board presents then. At the moment, he's gone. I mean, if this is the crossbow now coming out with the Guru, that's just a great double. And then the woven touch. Wow. I'll assume that trap is a decoy. And there's a disconnection there. What's it going for? Is this an actual disconnection? It'd be a shame if the Gundam disconnects now and loses off a disconnect. No, he's back. So Gravebone, now his last turn. Possibly last turn. Comfort Gauntlets. Supernova? Okay. He just. Well, he doesn't even die to the weapon, you know. if somehow he can deal that weapon, but well, he doesn't win, but he's in the game. They call him GG though. Wow. Transmogrification curse on Wolfen Crater. Okay. Just the first loss for
Hey, Brunix. He bit the bullet, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. We'll log that then. Brunix took one to the knee. I used to be an adventurer too. And then I took an arrow to the knee. That meme's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, nobody plays Skyrim anymore.
What was that on anyway? Skyrim, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Arrow to the knee.
I just started playing it again recently because they brought out the next gen version with like multiple consoles.
I thought of getting it.
Yeah. It was pretty good. Played it for about a week and then stopped playing it.
Back to Shadow Era. I guess we better choose a match to watch. Ermel Sylphian is he in the running or not?
Some of the Gravebone versus Xana this time.
Alright, let's check that out then. Could be interesting. They've taken a while to get the game started correctly, so let's check it out. Russian Soul beat Chief. Ashen Soul beat the Chief 2-0.
2-0. Right, so this is the homunculus grave bone.
Right, yeah, this is a 1-0. Right, so Maxi we think is back in business. This is OK Works again, so let's hope he can stay online. So we know it wasn't Shadow Era at fault, so because something else wasn't working for him either. So his end. That's what we like to hear. we are innocent.
There's a Death Collector.
Death
Interesting.
Collector, yeah.
I think we got a chance to see Death Collector last time around when we watched this one. Fireball, foil of Fireball. Sought after by many. Look how similar the Gravebone alternate art and the Death Collector art is.
Yeah, they're very similar actually, aren't they? And the playmat's quite similar to Death Collector. Just different colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the same pose, aren't they? Yeah. Very nice.
Sabrine. Is Sabrine gonna kill Death Collector? It'd be wise to, I think, at this point.
Yeah, chuck a card away.
Sabrine in a priest deck. Only because they tend to be more controlling. You don't really want to be chucking away your own cards.
Yeah. Maybe you can, run more stuff that might be a bit situational because you think, well, I'll chuck it away if the situation isn't relevant. Maybe that's it.
Ooh, Shadow Knight. Is this? This doesn't seem like the same deck that we watched before.
Maybe there's like 3 Grave Bones.
Maybe. There's loads of Grave Bones.
There's a Nebrunix one. There's could be 3. It could be a Hermal, but that's this guy. Used to be simpler when there was only one artwork for each. No, probably this is Hermal had the undead, didn't he? Hermal was the undead Gravebone.
Was this the first guy we watched?
Definitely seen a bit of him.
Yeah.
He won, didn't he?
Horror. I just don't remember like the Death Collectors and the Shadow Knights. Perhaps he didn't have them during that particular game, and now he does. Perhaps he didn't play them because he didn't want to.
I guess it must have been Nebrunix with the Abomination Factory.
It must have been, yeah. Okay, so Forgotten Horror is all tied up. See another Shadow Knight though, that Gravebone. This is good because you can loop Shadow Knight and just bring Forgotten Horror back with his hero ability. Okay, so down comes the King's Pride, allowing the Seductress to take care of what's on the board.
That's tough for Mage. He's going to have a hard time getting rid of that armour unless he's got Leyline Nexus.
Yeah. As long as he can take care of the allies.
Yeah.
Double Forgotten Horror deals with one ally.
Yep. Pretty cool. One will die, but hey, it can come back next turn.
Well, yeah, one will die, but then there's always one lingering around that can kill off the last Seductress there. Xana really needs to play an ally here to stay on board. Otherwise, we could see it swing back into Gravebone's favour. Tainted Oracle. And a fleet-footed messenger. Wow. Okay, so Xana still hasn't lost the board. What does Gravebone do here? You can bring back a Forgotten Horror. Okay, so the line he wants to take here is kill the Seductress, then bring back a Forgotten Horror, and then play something. Looks like that's what he's going to do. He's gone for the Shard Call of the Dam. Okay. You're going to bring back his Forgotten Horror. Brings back something. What's it going to be? Forgotten Horror takes care of the Tainted Oracle. Xana draws a couple of cards. The interesting thing here now is that Charred Cowl, even if these Forgotten Horrors die, they return to play and trigger their effects.
Yep.
So that's going to be really tough for Xana to deal with. Plus, if Xana just has like a Focus Prey and a Tidal Wave, that'll do.
Yeah, that cowl is great in the face of a tidal wave.
Yeah. It's really tough for Xana. Xana needs to deal with the armor before killing anything. Azale's him. And a Focus Prey. Okay. Leaves one Forgotten Horror alive. Oh no, Chris. Okay. I'll do, but Xana's now down to one card in hand. How does Gravebone react to what just happened? Just plays a Shadow Knight, gets another Forgotten Horror into his hand. Xana's going to be able to trigger Chalice, get some more card advantage, ship a card back with Fleet-Footed Messenger. Really trying to filter that hand down into something useful. Elizabeth went the ball. So, Gravebone now. He's got a Forgotten Horror in hand. He plays a Sinkhole. Elects to just take out the Elizabeth Winterborn. Okay. Well, that's in a single tide away from Xana. again. Upper face with Footing Messenger. There's the tidal wave. Death Mage and Bone King. 3 damage to Zana. First bit of damage, Baneblade Magic across, Greyboard Magic across.
Right, so there's an official warning now on Rangello for playing too slow.
Oh dear.
One official warning. Now he needs to get on with the next one. He's got the game up, and I'm going to watch it on my iPad. See how slow he is. You keep commentating on this one. This looks pretty close. 23-17. Some cool stuff on the board, but that armor's gone.
Yeah, Chad Cole is gone. I still don't know who to pick as the favourite to win this match, this game even. Zana seems like she should be able to do anything Gravebone does. But Gravebone just... I mean, most of this game so far has just been a battle for board control.
Classic. I love that. I love classic board control battles.
There's another tidal wave from Zana. Tainted Oracle. So Zana has the board with only 2 cards in hand. Gravebone can bring back a Forgotten Horror, which is looking like that's what he's going to do. Zana's going to see 2 more cards. Meat Wagon for Gravebone. Okay. This gets a little interesting now. Suddenly, his allies are that little bit tougher. They dodge, like, the Seductresses with 4 attack and things like that. Wasn't staff for Zana. Christopher Wilde. Okay, that's 3 of 5 damage. And that's just going straight to the face. Zana looking to really just close the game now, I think. Seen that meat wagon come down and thought, right, no more of that. Everyone's going to have to fight for control of the board. Sam to spend. I think he has a shadow in hand. He's gone for a corpse shifter. I like that card. He retreats the shifter and zails him on the Forgotten Horror. Zana is looking to finish this rather quickly. Critical Tormentor. He's gone for a 5-4. He's aimed at Christopher. So 4 potential damage there when he decided to only make use of 2 to take out that Christopher. Wizard Staff. Draws out another card. Okay. Shields are down for the allies from Meat Wagon and no longer getting the pump. Santa's on 12 resources. That's a lot of resources. It's where you want to be in this kind of deck, really. You want to be able to play out a lot of stuff, deal with a lot of stuff. Crispon gets retreated. Sana is not representing lethal yet, unless there's a Visca. There's a Visca, Sana is lethal. Gravebone gets to bring back the second Forgotten Horror that's in his graveyard, which is going to freeze Alden. He's thinking twice about it. He's just playing a Forgotten Horror straight out of his hand. Okay. Use a Single to finish off the Aldon. Now is he going to bring back the one from his graveyard and freeze Elizabeth? No. Just going to save go. See how Zana responds. Draw a card. There's Whisker. That's 7 damage. Can take out the Forgotten Horror. 2 goes to the face. Bringing Grey Bone down to 9. Down to 8. And that is a lethal threat for that for Grey Bone. A lot of work to put in. I think this might be Zana's game though. 2 cards in hand. Charred Cowl he's played. Bring back Forgotten Horror. Fortunately, that's still a lethal threat because of the Wizard Staff. So that's Zana versus Gravebone. Zana's just playing out the turn now. Maybe Stricker doesn't realise that he has lethal. Why would you not just attack it? He's thinking, I don't think he realises he has lethal damage. He's calling GG, there we go. So Zana beats Gravebone. That's 1-1. No, yeah,
Right, which one do you want to watch next?
Right. What have we got? Who's still playing? Let me do mix it. Timekeeper versus Meme Sis. Arnold Dorian. Amber versus Magia. What do you want to watch?
I would like to watch. Well, somebody who's in contention, I guess. Is Segundo finished? Shadow Man, is he still going? Or no, he's finished ages ago. A long epic battle.
There's a
Timekeeper, I think he's not in the running. Mr. Ferrari might be. Mr. Ferrari's a 1-1. Started 6 minutes ago though. That's the most recent.
I guess we'll jump into that one. Okay, so Amber, Magia. Right, okay. Got another. I really started the game too long ago.
Who did? Everybody. Well, Ermil Sylphian's putting one up now.
Okay, yeah, we'll watch that one then.
Yeah. Just gotta make sure it's up random though. I think if I click on it, I can see whether it says. Yeah, that is random. Yeah. Oh, it's still not quite up yet. Hasn't quite joined.
Yeah, the game's up, just waiting for Striga.
Oh, huh? Someone else has joined his game. What the hell?
What?
Sir Bedivere has joined his game.
Jesus.
Yeah. Wrong opponent. Never mind. Smile, you're on. It's close.
I think people just guess passwords, like most of the setup passwords is
maybe that's why.
1, 3.
Yeah. Right.
There we go, it's back up. Hopefully the right person will join in this time.
Let's hope this time, yeah. Let's hope this time.
Okay, the game's up.
Yay, alright. No, what?
No, somebody is. What's going on? So Stringer is in a game with somebody called Here's Johnny.
Oh, what?
Oh dear.
Yeah, it might, maybe you'll get it right this time. This is fun. Still there.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm still waiting for Stringer to join.
Yeah, just watching very attentively, waiting for this game to happen.
Stringer's still playing Here's Johnny by the look of things.
He's just. What?
The hell?
I don't understand. Why would you continue to play? Jeez. Maybe he just doesn't notice. Maybe
Yeah,
he'll get
he
halfway
just
through
said
the game and
long.
he's like, I'm sure that was a grave bone.
I better just put a message for Ermil saying, dear oh dear. Seriously, quit. Why hasn't the other guy even quit that game yet? What's he doing? He's still in it. He's still in it.
I genuinely think he doesn't realise. He's just playing against the Forest.
I think that it's still showing as active. What the hell? Alright, well, I better log some more results anyway. Ferrari 2-1. Ferrari 1-1. 2-1. Ferrari beat Arno 2-1. 2-1. Meme Sis beat Timekeeper 2-1. I thought the European one would be the easiest one to sort out, but just grief.
Right, so that game seems to have disappeared now.
Yeah,
Strickler's realized that he was playing against Boris and not a grave bone. Maybe we'll get some action soon. Is this the last people to play as well?
Well, Otto's still in an epic match with Rangelo. And
Oh, God.
personally, I wish guilds didn't exist because of just crap that whenever there's any kind of controversy, it always turns out to be this guild versus that guild. People not involved get involved on behalf of their guild to complain. I get accused of bias towards guilds or against guilds. It's just bullshit. Pardon my French, but I don't care about who's in what guild. So because I was complaining about slow play of Rangelo in the game that just took place, other people were saying, "Oh, what's wrong with you, Gondorian?" Literally, that's what was said. What's wrong with you? Nothing. I'm just complaining about slow play. But that person thinks it's a guild-based thing. So, sick of that. Anyway, has this game started yet? I don't ask to run the World Championships either. I do it because nobody else does it. I would love to not run it. Right, I'm still waiting for Strigger to join.
Wonder which team he's going to turn up in next.
Well, his is the funny thing. Otto's already lost in time now, so Otto's lost 2-1, and that match is still going. So whatever. Looks like that finished in time. Here we go.
Let's do it. Is this game 3 or is it game 2? I can't remember. I know this game 3. I like a good decided game. Chief Cold is watching the game. So Zana plays the charge on 2. Don't know about that. Gravebone. There's a Harbinger. Doesn't get anything useful into the graveyard. Sabrine went. Interestingly, Sabrine went for the first round. Cost for activate ability. I thought Sabrine was a 0 CC ability. Wrong. Sabrine dies now. This Harbinger gets his pump from me by then. It's like the old Harbinger. we get a buff if he discarded an ally. Both players trying to do what on board. I think Gravebone just wants to get in damage on the face here. Don't worry about getting control of the board, because inevitably you will lose board control against the police because of things like tidal wave and stuff like that. So I think he just needs to run into the ground as quick as possible, get that damage. That meat wagon's going to help. As with Corpse Shifter now capable of doing about 6 damage. Also something to put useful stuff into the graveyard with. Perhaps maybe a Forgotten Horror. Graveyard in decent shape though. Zana has a tidal wave, is okay. It's great if then can just get back on board. So, Corpse Shifter, discard, Forgotten Horror. Take that to the board again. Quick open up back to Forgotten Horror. Oh, why would you? That was a misplay, I think. Oh no, he's just leaving the Forgotten Horror there. Probably going to save it up for future reference. They're going to play this board control game. I don't know. I think Gravebone should be trying to just win as fast as possible. With 2 cards in hand, he should be getting one on the face. Tried grinding out Rosanna last game and that didn't work. How does that respond? All the way would be nice in this situation. So I do nothing, I'll just let go. I will do nothing, I'll wait for you to do whatever you want to do. First waiting for him to commit to the board a little bit more. There's a charred cow. Unless I have the focus for tidal wave, this is going to be back there now. Focus break. I'm just going to take out the meat background chart now. Where's the card? Does this mean that's the tidal wave? It's digging. There's the tidal wave. Okay, so that has been more stable now. Very well, we can bring back an ally. I've been trying to bring back the Corpse Shifter. I'm going to bring back a forgotten horror. I'd rather save that for when Sarah has up left. Let's go for the forgotten horror. And then discard another one. Use Frostbite Costas. Nice board position out for Grateful. Hopefully Zana. Zana really needs it as again. Another tidal wave. Banish even. I'm gonna play for Banish. I think it's a good card. Zero. And the first forgotten horror. Second one deals with Asabrine. Death Mage Thaddeus and forgotten horror. For Gravebone. Zana down to 3 cards in hand. Simply 4. After this Glass Child. Is there going to be something for Zana to turn this around? Wizard Staff. Zana looks to be taking a lot of damage next turn. I think what Grateful needs to do now is just attack face, stud kill the Devoted Knight. He's going for the Devoted Knight. Difference there being potential 9 damage to only 6. Zana could be down on 7, which is a lot when it comes to a matchup like this. That's the difference between just getting a bit of damage and a burn spell. The 10 damage is a lot to achieve. So I'm going to do 10 to spend, 2 cards in hand. I'll draw a card. King's Pride. That's going to deal with quite a bit of damage. Still going to take 4 from the Forgotten Horror. And 2 from the Death Mage. If Gravebone can get a Fireball. Okay, Fleetfoot Messenger comes down, deals with a Forgotten Horror. Forgotten Horror is no more. And he's just the Death Mage. Death Mage can get 2 through each turn anyway. There's Crypt Spawn Tormentor. Okay, Zana's down to 8. If both of these allies live, Zana is dead to a fireball. I've got 2 cards in hand. Draw a card. We put it messenger. Ship a card back into the deck. Attacks the Forgotten Horror. Now, why would you do that? You could have attacked into... Ah, okay. You wanted the Supreme. Okay, so the Crypt Spawn Tormentor is down to 1 health. It attacks into that with Zana. The Withered Staff. I think he was meant to use the ability there, though. The Withered Staff alive. Unless he's still... Oh, he's just going for a retreat on the Forgotten Horror. Why would you do that? Forgotten Horror had a Zale Sim on it. Should have retreated either the Crypt Spawn Tormentor or the Death Mage. The things that can actually do the damage. Sana down to 4 now. Does Gravebone have the fireball to finish it off? Passes the turn. Zana with 1 card in hand. Sacrifices. That's it then. Gravebone wins this one. Oh. No, Gravebone still wins. Because the Corpse Shifter. Very nice. DMT does 2. And then the Corpse Shifter will do 3. For the win. So, ML Sylphion has 1. He's 1 is wrong. Yeah. 2-1 to ML Sylphion versus BP Strigger.
So he won it
Zana
today.
loses to Gravebone.
Gravebone 1. Ermel 2-0. 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Right, have we got any more? Everyone else should be finished now, surely. What result am I missing?